Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
We can talk about our differences in our mental health.
No, I know, because you know what? I've just been seeing a lot of stuff, hearing a lot of stuff. And what I was just saying before we were, offline. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I don't know if it's the way I grew up or whatever, but if I have a bad day, I either call you or text you and Bestie and just say, here's what's happening. And we kind of kick each other's ass and I can step out of it where other people cannot.
That's me.
Yeah, they cannot get out of their own head. Even if you tell, if I tell you everything's going to be fine, you're going to get through this, your mind doesn't.
No, it's not. No.
You
don't even know how I feel.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like to be this big, Amy.
Yeah. That's
not funny to you. You don't know. No, but that's my thing is
Who's Amy?
Amy. That's the 1,000-pound sisters or 600-pound sisters.
Like, who the hell are you talking about?
I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Oh, because you have the accent now. I get it. I get it.
But that's, I was just saying, you are a very motivated person, right?
Yeah.
So I am not. I can sit and wither in my depression where you're like, fuck this, I'm getting up and I'm going to go for a walk. And I'm like, a walk's not going to help,
and people, and so we all take it internally differently, right?
It's very hard.
And it's very hard. And so we were just talking about that often. We thought maybe we would talk about this because we know we're not the only ones.
Right.
So what I have learned with some of my counseling is that people that are very high, like for us, we're comedy, we're making people laugh.
Right.
We're very high. We're really, happy, laughing, but that's a long way down then too.
Yes.
Where maybe some people that are in that middle, they're a little bit happy or some things
sad.
Annoy them.
Yeah.
So then they're just a little bit sad. Where we kind of, both
we're
of us are, which is
extreme.
probably why we get along. We're extreme.
Yeah.
So we're the entertainers, we're comedy, we're, hey, I'm here at your store and let me help you with this, and this. And then we also have
and then
the
we ride
low.
home in silence.
We ride home in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you are feeling that way, you are definitely not alone.
Not alone.
Not alone.
I know right now is time for winter blues.
Yeah, in the Midwest especially. And it sounds like there's quite a few places that are cold. Even Florida had 40-degree weather, and California was seeing some 60s, and that's cold for them. So and as much as we can say, hang in there, you'll be fine, you'll get through this.
Right.
We don't know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
But we can be there to listen and to support, and
we're here to make you laugh, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. So
even when we don't feel like laughing.
Yeah, and we do. How many times do we? We'll you and I will text on a Tuesday morning, because usually that's when we record, and we'll say, just not feeling it. Can we do it tomorrow? Yep. There's no question about it. Or we'll get here and, maybe I'll say something like, wow, I really needed that today.
Yes.
Or I just needed to talk it out, chat about something. Just get your mind off of it for an hour.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of people like to listen to us too.
Probably. I hope so.
A lot of people, well, and I say that not speaking for those but it's because of that's what we've heard.
Yeah.
I just love my hour with you. I feel like I'm sitting with you for that hour. I laugh. I forget about everything. You make me laugh, and that's it. So.
I like listening to us too, because by tomorrow, I forgot what we recorded until you start texting me and saying,
gosh,
this episode is hilarious.
Yeah.
We said this, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Our one before New Year's, when we were talking about stop blaming your farts on the dogs, I was crying at some of that. Absolutely crying.
I was going through TikTok and the video popped up and you're like, stop blaming your farts on the dog. And I'm like, Johnny just started. And Johnny's sitting there and he's like, what was that? And I was like, nothing. Just keep scrolling. You don't need to know about how much we talk about you on the podcast.
My gosh.
Trying to think if I had any bad customer interactions.
I have a question.
I haven't been working a lot.
Well, we are coming off of a longer weekend.
Okay, I had 4 weeks of 4 days or less
so
working.
Beautiful.
How am I going to go back to 5 days a week again?
I was thinking about that. How did we even do it?
Because
through the weekend.
Okay, you know how we did it? It's what we were used to.
Yes.
We were used to working 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days in a row.
Yep. And you just do it, right?
Especially through the holidays.
Yeah, it's true.
We were so used to doing it.
Yeah.
And we were so grateful for the days we had off. That's what I said. I made myself one of those Monday through Fridayers.
Yeah.
And, when you're in retail, it's your dream to have every weekend off. And then when you leave retail and you have Monday through Friday and you have the weekends off, it's like
you turn
torture.
you turn into that, yay for Fridays, boo for Mondays. Yeah.
Yes. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Even though working retail was nuts, I feel like it was more mentally stable.
Yeah. You know what? Why I was thinking about this is because I saw Shannon.
Yes.
Hi,
Shannon.
Yeah, hi, Shannon. At the place where we all met.
Yes.
And she's actually at another store, but she's helping out for the week.
Right.
And so I knew that because she posted it on her Snapchat.
Yes.
So we went shopping over there and saw her. And I thought to myself, this is January 1, right? Because I think we were shopping Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was a Sunday. And I thought, man, I would have been working right now.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. And then on Saturday, I went shopping to the Jewel over here.
Yeah.
And you could tell that they were having visitors because there was like 2 clean cut, in suits and stuff talking to the meat managers and the meat team. And so you could tell that they were having like a visit or a walk on a Saturday, which was the 31st.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were going to say you could tell they were having visitors because they were vacuuming the sidewalk.
They were. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my other point. So first I noticed that there was a whole group of them, 2 totally different, like one had the jacket with blood on it because he was the butcher. And then the other ones had just like, got their suits from the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
And they were chatting. It seemed like a very nice conversation, but of course I was kind of nosy and looked at some, I don't know what I was looking at.
You're looking at meat that you don't even eat. I'm going to look at these shrimp over here so I can hear what they're talking about.
And it was great. They were like, you look good. You got great sales, all that stuff.
And they're doing that on January 31st.
It was Saturday morning, yes.
What a bunch of pieces of shit. Leave the stores alone during the holidays. Are you kidding me?
And the other reason why I kind of noticed was because there were extra store managers that were walking, and you would just see them all of a sudden. They would be walking, then stop, and then they'd look at the shelf and they'd fix the shelf.
Yeah,
like especially soup, end caps. They would. I was like, oh wow,
jeez.
Yeah, and you could hear them kind of like, hey, bring that other card out here.
I do not miss that.
Quiet usually during the week and weekends. The workers, they're just doing their thing, and you could hear the noise like, hey, put those up, make sure those are up, get those Valentine's things up. It's because they had visitors.
That's my biggest complaint, and I know I've talked about this before, and I know you guys all agree with me. If a CEO or whoever, district manager, regional manager, you want to know what a store runs like, walk in unannounced on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yep.
They announce they're coming 2 weeks in advance. The store brings in all this extra help, and all that does is make these guys think we're doing it the right way.
Yep.
It's bullshit because you don't normally look that good because you're short-staffed. Yep. The only reason you look that good is because you brought in 3 extra managers from other stores their stores look even worse now. God forbid they went off a track of where they said they were going to go and hop into those people's stores because they were at your store all week getting ready for this walk,
So true.
It's disgusting.
I know.
It's such...
We say it every time,
They
all
put
the time.
a veil over these people's eyes. They don't see what it's really like. And then they walk out going, yep, we're making the right decisions. You know what? Oh, we're giving that department 25 hours a week. I bet we could cut them down to 20 and they'd still look that good.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. That's my soapbox for the week.
All right, so I have a gripe.
Yeah.
I went to go get my car washed, and the machine broke. So this happens all the time. So it was the truck in front of me. It's the first bay by my house. Every time I have called them so many times to get refunds that I should stop going there.
Yeah.
And so the truck in front of me pays, and he goes in. And it's a brush one. So there's one that's touchless. There's a brush one. Then you have your manual. Right.
You spray it.
Yeah. Which I should just go do that one. I should just go in a bay because I'm not lazy. I should just go wash my own car. But whatever. So the truck goes in and it's going back and forth. It's filled with soap. And I heard the thing start saying, back up. Back up.
Oh, no.
Back up. And so he's backing up a little bit because it was a pretty big truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this thing's going down.
Yeah.
So of course I had already paid because, you pay while you wait.
Right.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yep, this bay's going down again. It's freaking going down again. So he's backing up. I'm like, okay. So I start backing up. He's all the way out waiting for it, and the thing stops, and then the door closes.
Oh my God.
Like, get out and we're done.
Back up, bitch. I'm going to close the door on you.
And
Have
that was
fun
it.
Washing your car off now.
He had soap everywhere.
Oh, that's terrible.
Everywhere. So then I made sure I backed up. And as he was doing that, I immediately got on the phone with them and left a message. I'm like, I am in Bay 1. It is, I don't know if it was like the 31st. Yeah, it was in the morning. And I'm like, come on. I need another refund.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. So for those that are car wash owners, I'm sure it's very frustrating because these machines,
especially in the winter.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially around here too.
Yeah.
Frozen pipes. Oh, there's so many frozen pipes in our
pipes.
Have you seen everyone posting about it?
Yes.
So for those that aren't familiar with like our area, or maybe it did happen by you, the temperature dropped overnight.
Right.
And we had a lot of businesses around here that had frozen pipes that ruined a lot of their storefronts.
A lot of stores they lost power, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
knocking
on wood, nothing bad happened in our immediate area. I don't think. I think we were all safe. I didn't see anybody post about anything.
There's one off of 120. They're a record company, and the main water broke, and it for a day was dripping onto all their stuff. So I don't know if they lost everything. And I know there's a GoFundMe, and because insurance only pays for so much when it's used items, because it's like, it's probably 8-tracks and records and tapes, and
that's the bad thing about being in, our downtown has some very old buildings in it. And that's probably one of the worst things. They probably still got lead pipes. Check your lead levels
in your body and in your
drinking water
and in your stores and in your pipes.
Oh God.
Oh gosh,
that's terrible.
So we have a new thing that we're doing online where it's review time.
Yes.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
So 2 coffee shops. And
I just saw you went to a salon also.
Yeah. Love them.
Yeah.
It's Wild Hair Salon in Marengo.
Oh, all the way out in Marengo. That's where Mom lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love them. Speaking of older town and older buildings.
Yes.
Super cute salon. And
That's
it's
awesome.
in like a downtown area.
What took you out there?
That is a very good question. I can't remember how I found
Because,
them.
I mean, you're not just normally like driving through Marengo on our daily.
Never. It's 40 minutes from here.
Right, yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I probably just started following them.
Did you just morph out there or what? You woke up one day and you were there?
I think I was just looking up hair salons, and I really liked
Glitch in the
name.
Matrix.
Yeah, because it's like Wild Hair, but it's HARE, like a hair bunny,
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds edgy and fun, and I think that was it. Someone may have told me about it, but Julie and I both go
nice.
there. So yeah,
good.
Yep.
I was going to talk about Kendra's salon.
Yes,
up
please
in
do.
Sheboygan, which I'm a terrible sister-in-law. I don't even know the name of it. I have to look it up. Her website is Kendraza, KENDRAZA, and then -hair.square.site.
Okay.
So that is, and Tyler just sent me an invite to her page. Yes. So, and I believe she is in Elkhart, Wisconsin. I could be wrong about that, but it's up by Sheboygan somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh, it's in Kiel.
There we go.
Kiel. 15 minutes outside of Sheboygan. So if you're in the area and you are looking to get a haircut, color, supplies, go check her out.
We have a lot of friends that are in the hair business. We should never walk around with bad hair ever again.
And I have nothing with my hair. It's
right.
A straight
it's
cut,
simple.
long,
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably try to curl it or something every once in a while.
Yeah, if you want.
I like it when other people do my hair.
It's not broke, don't fix it.
I wouldn't call it not broke, but okay.
So any vacations for 2023?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, we have one planned. I mean, we're planning it.
Yeah. We just got that puppy, so I hate to leave Johnny home alone with the puppy.
Sure.
Sure.
Although he's amazing with everything, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to worry,
No.
but I get it. I get it.
It's just not fair to him.
I love how I Snapchatted you today and said, Nikki's coat is so great looking, so shiny. And what did you say?
I'm like, he needs a bath. He stinks. But did you see my snap of his tail?
It's getting curly.
It's like, Johnny said it looks like one big dreadlock now.
To me, it looked like a braid.
Yes.
Is he going to have curly hair?
I don't know. It's funny because our Jakey Poo was a black lab.
Yeah.
And when he would swim up at the lake, his tail would do that. So, but it was only when it was wet. When he was dry, it was straight. So I wonder if he's going to look. I really hope he's just like Jakey Poo. I miss my Jakey Poo so much.
Yeah. Oh,
he's
so cute.
Yeah, he is really cute. And he's been really good. He bit me in the face the other day. I was on the floor playing with him, and he just got really excited and just ran at me, open mouth, and just
gosh.
Like it looks like I got a zit right there that I picked, but no, it's from where he bit me. So yeah, we're working on the not biting so much.
Aww.
So
can you put a video of him on TikTok for everyone?
Yes, I can.
Because I think everybody wants to see what he looks like.
He's a cutie patootie.
So last week we talked about the top 100 best-selling grocery items for 2023. We did the top 20.
Yes.
Let's do a few more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sound good?
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So just as a reminder, if you're just hopping on now, you didn't hang out with us last week. Last week was our first live, and we talked about the top 20, and it was soda, milk, chips, eggs, bread. There was a lot of sugar. It was a joke.
The bad stuff.
It was all like a lot of bad stuff, except for maybe cheese was in there, but they talked candy bars, chocolate bars, snack cakes, cookies. There was a little bit of packaged meat in there, breakfast bars. Yeah, that was the top 20. So let's do another 20.
Okay.
And we'll talk through it. So number 22, because we ended last week on liquor.
Yes.
Liquor was 21.
It's liquor.
Spirits.
Yeah.
So 22 is fried chicken. This I can see.
Love fried chicken.
And there, I feel like we see fried chicken everywhere. Every grocery store has rotisserie, fried. You can get it almost everywhere, right?
Do you know how to fry chicken?
I do.
I don't.
Yes. So when Paul and Produce used to come stay here in the summers when they were younger, that was one of his favorite things was drumsticks. So I had to learn. Although I baked it. Sometimes we would fry it.
It's shake and bake, and I helped.
Yeah. Exactly.
Johnny loves shake and bake. I freaking hate it.
Oh god.
I would worry. I don't know. You know what? And I think it's like either my oil isn't hot enough or too hot. You know, I just can't.
Oh, you know what that just reminds me of? I watched a video of a woman that said, you know when you have your stainless steel pans and they frickin' stick? Everything sticks. We frickin' hate it.
Yes.
So we always get the non-stick, which who knows what's in those? Probably lead, like we've been talking about the past couple of weeks. She has a thing where you heat it.
Yes.
And you put water drops to test it. And if the water droplets bounce everywhere, your pan is ready.
It's ready.
So it actually, and I was surprised because she turned it real high.
Yes.
It was hot for a while. She showed how they didn't bounce. The beads didn't bounce. As soon as they bounced, she said, then you can turn your heat down, throw your oil in there. And she showed that. So I'm going to try it.
Yes.
Because we have some great pans that we bought that we don't use anymore. We bought Emerald, an Emerald line.
Yeah.
That it's already the one, the one pan that we that we use often, and it sits on our stovetop is like it's almost done already. We've used it so much, so I got to bring out the stainless steel again. I'm gonna try her way.
Yeah, Grandma has always sworn by stainless steel. I never got it. I didn't know how.
Yeah,
but I think it helped. I started cooking with cast iron.
Ooh.
And that you have to really let preheat for a long time too.
Yeah.
I'm very impatient when it comes to cooking some things, and I don't know why. It's probably why my fried chicken never turns out. But I've learned in like probably the last year, watching a lot of TikToks has helped me on cooking and stuff like that, and how to care for your pans is very important too.
Yes.
So I'm getting better at it. But having patience is definitely a key to cooking.
Yes, I agree. So try it out. Try that lady's way out.
Yeah.
And let me know. Let us know. Number 23, candies and other sweets.
We just can't get away from the sugar.
Love it. It says M&M's Ferrero Rocher. Is that how you say it?
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. I couldn't say vegetables.
Vegetables.
Last week. So I couldn't even say something else this week, and now it's Ferrero Rocher. And Skittles. I used to live off of Skittles.
Skittles are terrible. We've learned, right?
They're terribly good.
They got that white color in them that's really bad for you.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I'm surprised any of us are alive today.
But here we are, because obviously we're doing something right. It's all the water we drink.
Yeah.
We filter all the crap out.
We filter it out. Yep.
Number 24 is coffee.
Love it.
I bet if we do like a fast food, coffee will be higher up on the list. Like this is for grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I feel like fast food, like if,
fast food is chicken nuggets, burgers, coffee, and fries.
That's yes. We'll have to take a look at that and talk about that maybe.
Yeah.
That's number 24. People go to the grocery store to buy coffee. The next one is yogurts and milkshakes.
I love yogurt. I'll pass on the milkshake.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of milkshakes. Every once in a while, I'll want a milkshake.
Yeah.
Johnny says, do you want a milkshake? No, he don't make milkshakes. He puts like Carnation instant breakfast. Okay, you want to talk about bad breakfast foods? Carnation instant breakfast. He's like, but it has vitamins. And I'm like, yeah, and 90 grams of sugar. It's, it reminds
me of Slim Fast.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll put Carnation instant breakfast in milk with some ice cream, and that's a shake. No, I'm sorry, that's not a shake. Or he'll try to do like malted milk. Ew.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Sick.
Yeah. What's malted? Is it just thicker?
It's a malt. Like Whoppers are malt.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah.
Number 26 is fruit juices. Still with the sugar.
Yeah.
What a
I will take a glass of grape juice over a Sprite or Coke or Pepsi any day.
That's very true.
And
I would do
mean,
orange
it's
juice.
probably equal amounts of sugar.
Right.
You know?
That's true. I think I would do juice as well.
So did you get mad when you were a kid and like your mom or your grandma would give you orange juice in a very small glass?
I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember.
So my grandma, you know, I was fortunate enough to have my grandma and my great grandma, right, growing up. And grandma told me that when she was a kid, great grandma would give her a very small glass of orange juice, right? I remember visiting her in Florida, and she had juice glasses. And they were a little bit bigger than a shot glass, basically, a tall shot glass. And I always why does she give us so little juice too? But it made sense when my mom was doing keto and she was like, just think about how many oranges you would have to eat to get that much juice in a big glass, you know, blah, blah, blah. So my grandma said when she moved out, the first thing she did was bought a whole gallon of orange juice and drank the shit out of it. She also bought a big watermelon.
Oh,
they didn't have watermelon a lot growing up, I guess.
Interesting.
Maybe it wasn't popular around this area. I mean, she grew up in Illinois.
Yeah,
she's born, raised, grew up in Illinois. So maybe it wasn't very popular, but she ate a lot of watermelon too, and both of them just made her sick, you know, because
interesting.
You're not supposed to drink that much orange juice. She drank like a whole gallon of it. Yeah.
Just the acidity and stuff. I can't imagine.
But she was like, when I grow up, I'm going to have the biggest cup of juice ever.
No one's going to tell me otherwise.
Isn't that what you did when you were a kid?
Yeah. You dreamt of being adult. Now we hate it.
What were we thinking? Mine was I was never going to eat anything on bread besides a sandwich.
No,
we're not making bread into hot dog buns, hamburger buns.
Yes.
Right? Bread is for toast and sandwiches only.
Yes.
You buy buns. If you can't afford the buns, don't buy the hot dogs.
Yeah.
That was my theory.
That's awesome. I like that. That is officially the name of this episode.
If you can't afford the buns, don't buy the hot dogs.
I love that. I love that. Number 27 is fresh and frozen beef.
Yeah, I can
Makes
see
sense.
that.
People are going for dinner.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to cut right to 28, hot dogs. The buns should be right in there.
You know, was bread in our first 21?
Yeah.
It was.
There was some others. Like it's kind of bread was number 5.
Okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah.
And then number 29 is peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Yeah.
I could eat peanut butter by the spoon.
We always have peanut butter. Do you think, besides allergies, let's go beyond that.
Yeah.
Do you think almost every house has peanut butter?
I would say so. It's a pretty cheap protein.
And how about like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or just a spoonful of peanut butter?
That was
I know
staple.
when I was very serious with working out, like if I got like real hungry after a workout, it would be a spoonful of peanut butter.
Yeah.
And that would be it.
That's good. I love peanut butter.
Number 30 is household cleaners. Kind of nice to see that in number 30.
I feel like it should
be higher, yes. But kind of nice to see
Clean
it's
your
the top
house.
third. Once again, this is the list of 100 top selling grocery items.
Although a lot of people probably, after being on TikTok since the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Did we all not download TikTok during the pandemic? I did. That's when I downloaded it.
I did it because I'm Clopen. I'm the second account for Clopen, so it was last year sometime.
Yeah. I downloaded it probably in the middle of 2020.
I would consider myself new to it.
Because I gave up Facebook for 2020. We both did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And I said, well, if I can't be on Facebook, I'll just go on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta do something.
So I've learned so much about how bad a lot of the household cleaners are. So maybe that's dropping on the list because people are using more things like vinegar.
Yeah,
to
I
clean,
do. I use vinegar a lot.
Yeah.
Alcohol really is another one too.
I see there's a chick that she literally pours vodka in her washing machine.
Yeah,
that's what she'll wash her rugs with and stuff.
Yep.
You know, because they get those like the dogs lay on them and
yep.
stuff. So
and it probably takes the smell away.
Yeah,
you know, you don't even have to use a detergent
No,
especially if dogs have sensitivity. Like Diesel always had like the red ears and stuff.
Right.
You know, maybe just a little bit of alcohol.
She puts like a quite a bit.
I mean, I'm sure
in
some
there.
people would think that that's a waste.
I mean, she buys
but-
like the cheapest, like Popov in the plastic
Stole.
bottle.
Isn't there like Stoli or something?
You know, yeah.
Number 31 is baby disposable diapers.
I'm surprised that's not higher on the list, but
How many babies are out there though?
seeing that they like canceled abortions, a lot of people are using much more protection now.
Okay.
They don't want to get caught because, like, how many times have we seen videos of empty formula shelves?
Yeah, it's scary.
Like, they want to take away our right to not get rid of a baby, but they want to make us have babies, but then they can't even provide formula.
Yeah.
So,
true.
terrible.
Number 32 is mayo and Miracle Whip.
Yeah, condiments. We shouldn't be seeing a lot of condiments come up here real quick.
Yep. And then
I buy those. I always have a backup of all of that. Ketchup,
we do too.
mayonnaise,
barbecue
mustard,
sauce,
barbecue
ranch.
sauce.
We always have a backup of
always
those.
have a backup of those.
33 is sandwiches. Like, so it must be pre-made sandwiches. I think a lot of people do that on lunch.
Yeah.
I feel like that is like the single person out on
Right,
lunch. Well, I shouldn't say
right.
single, but like you're alone.
You're alone for
Yeah,
lunch.
you're alone
Yeah.
for lunch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Singular person.
The individual
The
lunch.
individual lunch. 34 is frozen pizza. Kind of surprised that's not higher too. But
With
once
how many
again,
I buy every year, I'm surprised that's not number
I mean,
one
it should
on
be
the
like
list.
number 2. Yeah, the way we buy it.
should be Smokes frozen pizza.
I have a feeling they didn't ask us about this list. We're just talking about it.
Yeah.
35 is cream and cream desserts like Cool Whip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I buy a
makes
lot of
sense.
like heavy whipping cream
Yeah.
because I make my own coffee creamer.
Yeah.
So I buy that.
Yeah.
The
How do you
condensed milk.
can you tell us all again? I think you
Yeah.
talked about it last year, probably
So-
many episodes
yeah.
ago, but tell us how you make it again.
So I bought a special pitcher for it. It'll work in a mason jar.
Yes.
But I do a can of sweetened condensed milk. I do caramel flavoring, which I just ordered on Amazon, or you can get in like the coffee section of the grocery store. I do like a 1/4 cup of that. And then I fill it up the rest of the way with heavy whipping cream. Mix it up. Boom, you got coffee creamer.
Amazing.
And it's like,
is it like keto friendly and all? Is that
it's, I mean, you can get sugar-free syrup, but the sweetened condensed milk,
you can't
lots
get
of
that
sugar.
sugar free?
Okay, so if you just search on Facebook, there's a ton of like keto communities. If you search keto condensed milk, I'm absolutely positive you can find a recipe
Okay,
for
I
it.
only asked because I know your mom shares like what she does.
Yeah.
And she's a coffee drinker, right?
She's a coffee drinker,
Yeah.
but she would do like the bulletproof coffee, which was the butter.
Yes.
Like she likes black coffee.
Okay.
I'm not a
okay.
fan of black coffee. I always joke. I say I like coffee flavored sugar milk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be putting shit in there to make
Yeah.
it not taste like coffee, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I love having, I mean, I could do coffee. I could have hot chocolate instead and still be like satisfied in the same way. I just want something warm
Yeah.
to drink, you know? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's how I make my coffee creamer.
So I'll just name a few more just to get down to that 40. So ice cream.
Yum.
Sausages.
We buy a lot of sausage.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
A lot of cream cheese. Too.
Butter.
Lots of butter.
Number 40 is painkillers.
Oof.
That makes sense to me.
You know why? Because we eat all that sugar and it
Mhm.
makes our joints hurt.
Yep.
Yep. And we get headaches from talking to our husbands.
I was going to say from being in retail, but I like that too.
Same. Same Z's.
So great. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye. This podcast is brought to you by NameTag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.